Gold Squid on TV. We back. Golden State Warriors. I know you guys lost Klay Thompson, but do you guys still consider the Golden State Warriors a playoff threat? I wouldn't say contender, but a playoff threat. They drafted James Wiseman, who, for all accounts, could stretch the floor as a big man and play the inside. Yet to see in the NBA level yet, but I think he's with the perfect organization to develop his game. Steve Kerr is an incredible coach when it comes to developing talent, even bench talent. Steph Curry obviously coming back. Hopefully he can stay healthy for a whole season. The babyface assassin is just a whole another level of superstar. And I miss watching it, man. It felt weird not seeing Golden State really contend. You know, I'm a Celtics fan, but the Warriors are a team I respect. I respect what they did. I respect how they built their team. You know, they basically built their team the way I want the Celtics to build their team. For the exception of the Durant acquisition after Harrison Barnes, they replaced Harrison Barnes with Durant. The way they built their team was pretty much through the draft. How they drafted Steph, they drafted Klay, they drafted Draymond, they drafted Harrison Barnes, and then really built with some nice veterans, and eventually got to the playoffs. And then Steph started really becoming an assassin, and Klay became an assassin, and we all know the rest of the history. This is pre-Durant, because remember, they won a title without Durant. I love what they're doing right now. I think Andrew Wiggins is a sleeper. I know a lot of people feel disappointed with Wiggins, but he had a really good year for his standard last year, shooting. And you know, Minnesota pretty much traded him. Because honestly, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. Minnesota really don't know how to develop talent. I know they got Karl Anthony Towns and now they got D'Angelo Russell, but they really have never ever proven to me that they could develop talent. I always felt like Wiggins never had he was never really around the right surroundings or right coaching to really become a great player. Flip Saunders, right in his rookie or maybe his second or third year, the late Flip Saunders was supposed to be coach, and he passed away, obviously. Sam Mitchell took over, and Sam's never, anybody knows Sam Mitchell. Sam Mitchell's not a guy that really likes rookies. I've been kind of known that about Sam. He was an old school type of basketball player. He played in the league, giving Vince Carter legendarily clashed in Toronto. So I knew that wasn't going to be a good match. After that, you had a whole bunch of, they had Thibodeau there, and Tibby's from New Britain. And I know he's doing a really good job in New York, but he was not the right coach for Minnesota. Just not the right coach. People, Jimmy Butler kind of went at Wiggins saying he's talented, but he doesn't really care. I don't think that's the case. I just think Wiggins is a guy that just hasn't had the right coaching. He may never be the number one pick talent that he was supposed to be, but I think around that talent that he got over there, he's going to be a monster. He's going to be better than Harrison Barnes was. He actually added about 15 pounds of muscle in the offseason, and that was a long offseason. People don't remember. Golden State hasn't played since March. So I think they're going to be just fine with the Kelly Oubre add as well, him coming off the bench, or even just playing. Maybe, he starts in the Klay Thompson spot along with Wiggins and Curry and Draymond and Wiseman. And hopefully, I think Thompson will be back next year, and I think he'll be fine. He's not really a guy that relies on his athleticism. Yeah, he tore his Achilles and all that, but with a player like him, he doesn't really rely on dunking. Dunking's never really been his MO. So even though he got hurt on the dunk in the finals, so now when he comes back, he's gonna be back to he's always gonna be a sharpshooter. He'll be fine. I think it's not really gonna affect his career the way it maybe will affect Kevin Durant. In the long run. That said, I do think Golden State's going to be a threat. I don't think they're going to be a top threat, I think they will be a threat. Any team with Steph Curry on it is not going to be an easy out. So it's going to be interesting, man. The West is a madhouse right now. But even those bottom teams in the West look like they could really be a threat, like the New Orleans, Memphis, Golden State. Those teams are going to be hard to beat. Even Phoenix. I think Phoenix is going to be in the top 5 in the West. But in the meantime, what do you guys think about Golden State? What do you see their expectations as being going into this season? By the way, preseason ball starts today. I'm going to do a video on that in a few. Gold Squad TV. Back in a few. Peace.